Into Philadelphia this weekend, Monster Jam.
That's right. The massive monster trucks are going to be putting on a huge show at Lincoln Financial Field come tomorrow. And that's where we find Jan Carabeo this morning with one of the big trucks behind her. Good morning, Jan.
Jim and Janelle, good morning. Remember this time last week I was here at Lincoln Financial Field for Supercross. Well, over the past couple of days, Monster Jam has moved around the dirt. They actually had to take a lot of dirt out of here to get the course ready for these giant vehicles. We're talking about 12,000-pound vehicles that are 10.5 feet tall. They are larger than life. And finding someone here up early with us this morning, that is Jabari Thomas.
Hey.
How you doing, Jabari?
I'm good, Jen. How are you?
Want to slide down off that giant tire?
That thing is huge. By the way, this thing weighs 600 pounds each tire. Isn't that incredible?
Incredible. It's almost taller than I am.
Yeah, really?
So I can imagine that it's probably weighing a lot too.
Yeah, absolutely.
You are one of the Monster Jam hosts here.
Yes.
You're going to be the voice that people in the stands are hearing, and you'll be a face that they're seeing as well.
Yeah.
What do you do during the show?
Okay, so I'm the crowd enhancement host. Basically, I'm in the crowds. I'm on the jumbo screen. It's 3 hosts. I'm the guy in the crowd getting you guys pumped up, playing trivia games, doing giveaways, explaining how the point system works, because this whole thing is unscripted. The entire stadium gets a chance to vote on their favorite driver at the end of each competition. So that's a really good thing. But what's really cool before you even get to that is something called the pit party. And this right here is the Gravedigger, right?
Yes.
But this isn't the Gravedigger. This is actually a truck that people can drive in. Yeah, during the pit party, and that's before the actual event, and that starts at 9:30. It goes until 11:30. Of course, the event is at 1 o'clock. Now, let me talk about this pit party, because that is where the money is, okay? So if you really want to get up close and personal to see these trucks, the pit party is the place to be, because you can take pictures right in front of it. You get a chance to meet your drivers, your favorite drivers, and
pictures,
special
autographs,
all that,
up close and personal.
All that. It's so great.
Yeah.
And different activities for the kids to do. I will say, bring your headphones though. Earmuffs.
It's loud?
It's very loud.
But that's the excitement. That gets the adrenaline pumping. And then the event actually starts at 1. And as you mentioned, it's judged. There's a point system. It's a competition at the end of the day.
Yes.
And there are various competitions happening. So what can people see here on the course?
Wow. Well, we have 3 different competitions, okay? We have JCB Racing. They are timed to see who goes around the fastest. And then we have Great Clip Skills Challenge. Each driver has 2 attempts to make their best attempt to do like a trick or whatnot. They have 2 tries for that. And then they have Monster Jam Freestyle. And that is really cool, because they have 2 minutes to go around this course and do all these crazy things, high flip, back flips. It's insane to see these 12,000-pound machines do their work.
What's your highlight? You've seen a lot of competitions. What's your pick?
My mouth drops when I see a truck goes really high. I know Bryce Kinney of Great Clips Mohawk Warrior. He's going to be here this weekend. He had one of the highest high jumps ever recently in Atlanta, and that had everybody talking about it.
All right, well, let's break that record here in Philadelphia.
Absolutely. I'll see you there.
Jabari Thomas, thanks so much.
No
We'll
problem.
see you tomorrow. Jim and Janelle, good morning. These monster trucks will make you feel very, very tiny. We're talking about 12,000 pounds, 10.5 feet tall. These tires are almost bigger than me. They certainly weigh more than me. They're almost taller than me as well. We're talking to one of the drivers. This is Coty Saucier. He is the driver of Max D. He said the last time he was here for Monster Jam was when he was driving in the Spectrum.
Long ago. I couldn't tell you how long ago it was, but it was very cold. It was a smaller venue than this, but this is no better field than Lincoln Financial, and this is a big track.
Yeah,
I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, and you're actually going to get to practice on the course later today. What do you look for when you get out in the truck on new dirt?
We get 1 lap to shake this sucker down, and there's so much that goes into it. You're looking at the dirt, the ramps, how the shocks feel, how the motor feels, how I feel overall. So there's a lot to go into it in practice in a short amount of time, but that's what we got to do. You got to make a practice, because when the helmets go on for real tomorrow, there's no room for error in that time. So today's a good day for practice. Great conditions. Last week we battled it. Terrible. In Denver, it was a muddy mess. It actually snowed during the event. That was a first for Monster Jam, so what better weather than here in Philly?
Yeah, so tomorrow, when it's all about competition, what are you going to be doing?
Everything from racing. We do racing. That's all competitors line up. Head-to-head racing, down to 2 finalists, and then an overall winner. I'm a racer, diehard racer. That's what I pride myself on, is racing. So if I can put it in the final round and get that checker flag, that makes my trip all the worthwhile. After that, we do a skills challenge. Every competitor goes out there by himself, herself, and gets to do the best trick. We get
One
voted
trick.
on that. Yep, and the fans vote on that, who wins that, and the same goes for the cap of the show, which is freestyle. That's 2 minutes to go out there and just cut loose,
Nice.
wide open, do whatever you want, and the fans also get to judge us on that. Judgeszone.com, they'll announce all that during the event.
Yeah.
It's just a great time.
It's speed, it's high flying, it's
Yep.
loud, it's adrenaline pumping. What's a highlight for you as a driver to be in the actual vehicle experiencing that?
It's just all your senses get rocked, man, between the smell, the exhaust fumes, the sight that you see when you do an incredible stunt and you see those little guys and little gals cheering for you. It's like, man, I was once that little guy cheering for Great Bigger and Bigfoot, and now I'm driving Max D, so it's very humbling, and that's what I get a kick out of.
Yeah, and the fans actually get to meet some of the drivers before. There's a pit
Absolutely.
party at 9:30 in the morning where they
Yep.
can get up close and personal to the
Yep.
vehicles and the drivers.
Come see the trucks up close, see how big they are, see how big the jumps are, get autographs, pictures with the driver. It's a great time. It's kind of an unwinding moment. It gets relaxed and just, it's casual. So yeah, come out and check that out.
Yeah, pit party at 9:30, gates open at 11. The actual event starts at 1.
1 p.m.
Yeah.
So it's an early day. We'll have natural sunlight. So it might be blinded. One lane might be better than the other with some sunlight. Maybe that's to my advantage. We'll have to see.
It is a feast for the senses. One last thing, Coty.
Yes.
How do you hear after you've been in
What?
this truck? Exactly. Exactly. And you know why I ask him that, guys? Because before I send it back to you, we're going to take a listen to what one of these machines actually sounds like. And I want to just warn you guys, Jim and Janelle, that I will not be able to hear you after this. So once Ashley starts that engine,
Yep.
back into you.
Here we go.
There it goes. That is quite a truck.
Monster Jam reminds me of when we're leaving after our shifts on a Friday from the parking
Speeding
lot.
out of parking lot?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you, Jan.
Hi, Jim. Good morning. Listen, if you like speed, you like high flying tricks, and you like the roar of an engine, Monster Jam is your ticket. Come tomorrow afternoon. Lindsey Reed here to talk about what it's like to get behind the wheel. She is the driver of the Lucas Oil Stabilizer, this massive machine behind us. First and foremost, what is it like to drive something this big, this heavy in front of a huge crowd like this?
Oh my God, it's so much fun. This is my 9th season driving with Monster Jam, and this truck is awesome. So it is, I mean, look, as soon as you walk in here, this thing is a statement. I absolutely love it. We have a horn. So also, if you guys come this weekend, you got to give me the train horn, and
Oh,
I'll blow it
nice.
for all the audience. And it's so much fun. The kids love it. The families love it. We're here to have a good time.
Yeah, 12,000 pounds,
Yes.
10 and a half feet tall. By the way, she is the only woman driver on tour this year. What's that like, by the way?
I love it. I think it's really awesome. I have girls at home, and so showing them that we can come out here and do this too. We have a female team, my crew chief. She's also there holding it down. She's the only female crew chief here. So it's really great to be a part of the team and to just represent all the women out there.
How did you get into this sport?
I actually fell in love with it by going to a Monster Jam event, and I saw Candace Jolly perform, and I was like, that girl is awesome. Like, I just wanted to be like her so bad. So I did a tough truck challenge for Monster Jam, did really good. So some of the drivers were like, hey, you got what it takes. You should audition for Monster Jam. So I did, went through Monster Jam University, graduated from there, and now I'm living my dream.
Here you go. The event starts at 1 o'clock. There are various different competitions. We have what? Racing and stunts. What do we got going on?
So we have racing, we have skills, and then everybody's favorite, we have freestyle. 2 minutes to where we get to go out here, hit all the jumps, do backflips, just crazy stuff. That's where you're gonna see us all lay it out on the line. This is our last event before Monster Jam World Finals at SoFi Stadium, May 18th. So we're all gonna do as much as we can because we want to put these trucks to the test before we go out there.
So what's your highlight? Is it the freestyle?
Oh yeah, I love freestyle. It really showcases what we can do and what we work so hard at. So that way we can come out here and just show you guys that we can give it our all. We're gonna send this truck as high in the air as we can, get massive backflip and have a good time.
Have you ever rolled one of these things?
Oh yeah.
What's it like? Beat you up inside?
No, not really. So all of our seats are custom built for us. So when I'm in there, I'm literally so tight I can barely breathe, and I'm just looking forward. So when I'm backing up and everything, she's the one in there telling me what to do because I can't see behind me at all.
I love it. An all-women team. That
Yeah.
is amazing. So remember, it's not just the event that starts at 1 o'clock. There's a fan experience starting at 9:30. You can meet the drivers, get up close and personal, take your picture with these giant machines that are just amazing to see in person. And then the gates here at the Linc open at 11 o'clock. The event is at 1 o'clock. But before we leave, we got to give you a little sound. We got a little
yeah.
taste of what it sounds like in the stadium.
I think we should.
Ashley.
Let's fire it up.
loud.
I had a neighbor that had a car like that.
Oh, geez.
He used to start it every morning at 6 a.m.
Oh, you're welcome.
Thank you,
Jan,
Jan.
thank you so much.